Okay, so grab your TheraBand right away. We're going to take a really super wide hold of the TheraBand, and we're just going to start to warm up the shoulders. So we're making nice big circles. So hold on to it with a good amount of width and allow the TheraBand to move with you. So just move your shoulders in the range of motion they like the best. So if that means you're holding on to the tail ends and it's like the TheraBand isn't doing anything at all, cool. But if you can get just a little tiny tug on the TheraBand, so you start to sort of tune in to the shoulder girdle, notice how the fronts of your shoulders feel, notice how the backs of your shoulders feel. And then see here if you can keep a little bit of a firmness in your center. Just so that you're mostly moving out of the shoulders. We've got 16 seconds left. Hi, Mara. Good morning, Mara. There she is. Okay. Hey, Mara, how you doing? We need a TheraBand and hand weights this morning. All right, 3 seconds left. Okay, and then just take your TheraBand, just hang it over your shoulders so that you got a little bit of, no need to stop now. Pick up one knee, big giant circle, set the toe down. We're gonna stay with that knee for about 30 seconds here. And then see how stable you can start to get on your standing leg. Big giant rotations out of your hip. Cool, and then if you like, reverse directions, go the other way. But if you felt happy just going in that one direction, you just stay with the one that you like best. All right, set that foot down, switch to the other side. Pick your knee up, big giant circle around. And then switch directions if you like. But if you were happy just going in that other direction, you stay with that. We just want to warm up the hips and get a little fluid into the hip socket and then just see where our balance is at this morning. 5 seconds left. And time, nicely done. Okay, now we're gonna take our TheraBand back into play. Get a little bit of a closer grip. Elbows are gonna hug in at the sides and we're just gonna start to pull it apart. Does not have to be a huge movement here. We just want to feel a little tug. Elbows are gonna stay nice and close to the side of the body. We're rotating out of the shoulder and working in our grip just a little bit. Keep a firmness in your belly. Stay nice and tall. Nice, you guys, that looks awesome. And then see if you can start to tune into the back side of the shoulder blades and start to engage a little bit of a squeeze, hold it out there for a second, and then bring it back in with control. So we're gonna hold it out and squeeze, and then bring it back in with control. Nice. We got 15 seconds left here. And time. Woo, shake out your elbows, wiggle out your shoulders. Now we're gonna take it into a wider stance. So step your feet so that we're ready for our sumo squat. And now we're gonna flip, palms facing down. Walk your hands a little bit closer so you can pull the TheraBand apart and then keep it apart. So we're gonna take it down with a little steering wheel. We're gonna keep that nice distance between the TheraBand. So we're working the whole way pulling out. Pull it in just to find that little bit of a sense of reset. Push it right back out and lower back down. We got 1 minute on the clock. So we wanna focus on keeping that TheraBand pulled apart and then bring just a little heat into the legs to start warming them up. Pull the elbows into the ribs, make sure you're keeping that nice equidistance, and then bring it right back down. Nice. Beautiful, you guys, you look amazing. Nice work. Ten seconds left, you got this. Hopefully you're starting to feel a little heat in the shoulders because I certainly am. And time, woo! Drop those elbows, shake it out, walk your feet in a little bit closer. And now we're gonna take it into a bicep curl, but we're gonna use the TheraBand. So again, you're gonna walk your hands in, pull it apart, hug your elbows in at your ribs. And then we're gonna take a little bicep curl and a little dip of the knees. We just wanna start to get the knees nice and warm. So we're keeping our knees pointing forward, just kind of drawing over the toes and then right back up. So not an extreme squat. We just want to feel a little heat in the tops of the quads and a little bicep curl there. And we keep that band pulling apart as we pull the palms up towards the shoulders and then drop them back down. Nice, you guys. And keep a little bit of a firmness in your center so that you're not pushing your butt back as you take that little squat. So a little bit of a drawing of the abdominal muscles in towards the spine. Eight seconds left. You got this. And time, nicely done. Woo, shake out your arms, move your TheraBand off to the side and grab a nice heavy set of weights. Okay, now sticking with that bicep curl move, we're gonna take it into a bicep curl. At the top, you're gonna flip the palms, so palms face forward, lower back down. Flip the palms, come up to that bicep curl, flip palms, lower down. So palms face up to come up and palms face down to lower. Nice. And especially if you're using super heavy weights, just take it a little bit slower so you're mindful of the movement, not yanking against your elbows or doing anything that's creating some shooting pain up your arm. But if all is feeling good and you've got that rhythm down, you can always pick up the pace. You're already halfway there. Ten seconds left. You got this. And time, nicely done. Okay, we're gonna keep with those weights and load them up at the shoulder and take it right into some alternating lunge. So just stack the weights on your shoulders, step one foot back, take a little dip of your knee and step it right back in. And then switch sides. So we're alternating our feet, but you're gonna do the lunge that works best for your body. If a big giant lunge is no good for your knees or loading it up is no good, then you're gonna take it a little bit smaller, a little bit lighter, or think about putting your weights down if that feels like a better way to go. But if all is working and it's feeling good this morning, as big of a lunge as you like, with as much weight on your shoulders as you like. And time, nicely done. Okay, lower your arms down and then see if you can either switch weights, whatever you need to do. So we're gonna take it into a single leg deadlift, but we're gonna use our weights as a kickstand. So we're gonna hold our weights so that they're long ways, step your right leg back, and then start to lean yourself forward, let your weights touch the ground, and then pull yourself back up with control. We got 1 minute on the clock. We're gonna stay with that right leg. And then if that feels like not a good maneuver for you, you might consider just staying down and then lifting the right leg up and down. It works a little bit of a different target area, but then when you reverse, you'll kind of even yourself out. But if all of that is feeling good, hinge from your waist, lean forward, let your weights touch the ground, and then come up with control. And just go as fast as you can control the motion. And if your balance just isn't there today, stagger your stance, but find that same maneuver, hinging from your waist, nice long spine. You got 12 seconds left, whichever variation you're doing. And time, nice job. Shake out your standing leg, and we're switching right over to the other side. So choose the same variation if you can. Stepping that left foot back, hinging forward, weights touch the ground, come back up with control. Or take it into that staggered stance if that feels like a better maneuver for you. Or keep the weights down and do the single leg lift. Fifteen seconds left. You got this. Nice work, you guys. That looks amazing. Beautiful. And time, nicely done. Shake all of that out. Okay, now if you switch to a lighter weight, think about switching back to a heavy weight this time. We're gonna take it into a deadlift with both legs on the ground now. So step your feet so they're about hip or shoulder width distance apart, a little bit of a micro bend in the knees. Hinge from your waist, come all the way forward. Lift up, flip the palms, give a bicep curl. Nice, and we're taking that at your pace. So we got 1 minute on the clock. We flip those palms, bicep curl, hinge from your waist, lean it forward. As you come up, find that little squeeze in the glutes. Nice. You're already halfway there. And time. Awesome job. Set one weight down. And now we're going to take it into a step outside lunge, touch to the inside of the foot, come back in, press up and overhead as you lift the opposite knee up. Lower it down. Step out, touch to the inside of the foot, bring it in, press up and overhead as you lift your knee. You got 1 minute on the clock. You're going at your pace. Only step as deep and as wide as feels good to you. And then take your time, find some control here as you lift that alternate knee up and your hand up to the sky. If shooting straight up alongside your ear is a no-go for your shoulders, just push it out just a little bit in front of your face. So you're working in the shoulders, but not injuring yourself. Nice control, you guys. Yes. Beautiful. 16 seconds left here. And time, nicely done. Switch hands with your weight and we're moving right on to the other side. So we step out nice and wide, touch to the inside of the foot, step it in, find your balance, lift your knee, raise your arm up, set it down, and step it right back out. You got it. And then just take it at your pace. Nice, you guys. That looks so good. You got 15 seconds left. And time. Awesome job. Set your weights down. And now we're going to take it into a cross behind lunge or a curtsy lunge. So we're going to step back and then take it to the other side. So we're crossing the midline of the body. If you want that little sensory, you're going to touch down to the ground, but you're really only going to go as low as feels right in your body. And then just start to take it at a pace that feels good. Faster, you're going to get the heart rate up. Slower, you're going to work a little deeper into the muscle tissue. Already halfway there. Ten seconds left. You got this. And time. Nice work. Grab your weights again. All right, now step your feet so that they're about hip or shoulder width distance apart. We're gonna load the weights up at the shoulder. Take a little squat, and then we're gonna reach up at an angle, bring it back to center, little squat, reach over to the other side, add a little angle. So you're gonna let your feet pivot with you. A little squat in the center, reach up at an angle the other way. Nice. Man, you guys are amazing. You're already halfway there. Five seconds left, you got this. And time, beautiful work. Okay, grab your lighter set of weights if you're switching around. Nice job, you guys. Okay, now we're back to that steering wheel maneuver. So with your weights, you're gonna take your palms facing each other, nice wide stance, take it down, drive it back up, pull it in, add your bicep curl, push it back out, drive your car down, come back up, pull those elbows in, give a little bicep curl, push it out again. You got it. Nice, you guys. Putting it all together. Four seconds left. You got this. And time. Awesome job. Come down to the ground. Move your weights off to the side, but somewhere you'll be able to grab them. All right, and from here, just come into a tabletop position. We're gonna start with 10 seconds of lifting the knees up, lower the knees down. That's all you gotta do for 10 seconds. Lift your knees up, lower them down. If that's no good on your wrists, make little fists, keep your wrists supported. Nice, and time. Now we're gonna take it back into a plank. If you like the hovering knees, stay with that. If you want to take it back into a plank, step one foot back and then the other. We're going to drop the knees down, pick the knees up. That's all you got to do. Keep a firmness in your center. Keep a broadness in your shoulders. Looking down at the ground so you're keeping a nice long neck. 20 seconds left. Ten seconds to go. You got this. Nicely done. Okay, take it into a tabletop position again. And now we're going to send the right leg long, step it out wide, find your stability. And then for 30 seconds here on this leg, we're going to pick it up, rainbow over, touch the outside of the left foot, pick it up and rainbow over the other way. I'm going to turn just so you can see. So the leg is wide, pick it up, rainbow over, pick it up and rainbow back. And then just start to find a pace that feels good. You've got 10 seconds left on this leg. And switch. So now we're going to take the other leg back, step it out wide, find your base, pick it up, tap over, and then tap back the other way. Nice. 30 seconds on this side. Go at your pace. Try to keep a stability in your shoulders. Beautiful, you guys. That looks great. And time. Woo, nicely done. Bring your knees together, toes together. Pull your butt back to your heels. Just give everything a little stretch. Take a nice big breath. Awesome. And then when you're ready, we're flipping over, keeping your weights handy and your TheraBand handy. Okay, so first things first, for the first 30 seconds, we're going to do a single leg lift, but it's going to be an unbanded. So just have your TheraBand handy, bend your left knee, send your right heel up towards the sky. I lost my timer. Send your right leg up to the sky, a light point to the toe, just so we're keeping energy out towards the end of the leg. And away we go. You're just going to lift up and lower down. Keep an anchor in your left foot. Let your arms be wherever is the most comfortable for you. Ten seconds left, just like this. All right, now from here, grab your TheraBand, bend your knee, same leg you were just working on, catch hold of that leg, and then you're gonna get a nice firm hold. So think about pulling on that TheraBand, elbows are gonna stay nice and connected to the ground, and then back to that leg lift, holding your elbows down, keeping a nice control with the TheraBand. So you're not gonna let the TheraBand snap you back up, you're gonna raise your leg with control. And you put as much resistance on that TheraBand as you like. So if it's too much work, you lighten up your hold. And if it feels like it's not quite enough work, choke up a little further and find a good sense of resistance for yourself. And time, nicely done. Okay, keep your right leg lifted, grab both ends of your TheraBand, and we're just gonna take 3 ins and outs here. We're just gonna pull the leg out and bring it back in. Just take it as wide as you like. Moving back into that hip mobility for a second. Awesome. And then when you're ready, bend that knee, release the TheraBand. Just let your TheraBand rest somewhere comfortable. And we're back over to the other leg. So right knee is going to be bent, left foot up to the sky, a little point into the foot so energy is coming out the toe. And then away we go, lifting and lowering up. You can keep as much of a bend in that left knee as you like, so that the back of your leg and the connection points of your hamstring muscles feel comfortable. Ten more seconds, just like this. All right, and now we're gonna switch over to the TheraBand. So grab your band, catch hold of the bottom of your foot, send it up nice and high, and then choke up on that band so that you get lots of resistance or just the right amount for you. And then away we go, pushing the heel down towards the ground, lifting it back up with control. You maintain that control up and down, and the TheraBand is there just to give you sensation, but not to snap the leg back up. And time, nice job. Grab hold of both ends of your TheraBand with your left hand, and then just take it out nice and wide, bring it back in. Take it out nice and wide, bring it back in. Nice, one more just like that. Bring it back in, awesome. And then release your foot from the TheraBand. And we're gonna finish up with some hip bridges, our last minute of hard work. So feet about hip width distance apart, heels close to the butt. And we're just gonna lift up, squeeze the glutes, lower back down with control. If you like working with the breath, my suggestion for you this morning will be to take an exhale on the way up and an inhale on the way down. And then just check your inner thighs, check your knees. If your knees are dropping in towards each other or they have a tendency to want to fall out, think about pushing your knees past your toes so you're finding length through the tops of the thighs, keeping the inner thighs engaged. You got 10 seconds left. And time, awesome, awesome work. Take your right leg across your left into a figure four shape. Hands free to start. You're just gonna lift the left leg up and take your figure four and wobble it a little side to side. Nice, and then bring it back and reach your hands through. Maybe catch the back of your thigh or the top of the shin and hug it in for a little squeeze. Nice, and then release nice and slow and controlled. Step your right leg off, step your left leg across. Once you've got yourself situated, pick that right leg up, hands free to start. Just wobble your figure four a little side to side. Awesome, and then as you bring it back to center, maybe reach your hands through, grab the back of your thigh or the top of your shin, and bring it in for a little stretch. Nice, and then when you're ready, release your legs, step it off, give everything a good little wiggle and a shake. We're gonna pop on up and take your TheraBand with you if you can. So we're gonna bring the TheraBand behind the back with a nice, good bit of distance, palms facing backwards. We wanna be able to start to move the arms a little bit freely away from the back side of the body. And then once you feel like you've got a little bit of room to move those arms and shoulders, we're gonna fold it over. So think about bending your knees a lot, hinge from your waist, fold over, and then just let your arms start to fall. Let the TheraBand move with you. So just let it happen naturally, keeping a firm hold on the TheraBand, but allowing it to move so you find the opening in the shoulders that feels right to you. Take one more big breath here. Cool, and then bring your hands towards your low back, bend your knees a lot, lift from the top of your head, come up slow and mindful. Woo, and then give your shoulders a little shake, rock it all out. Grab your foam roller if you're sticking around. You guys are amazing. That was a lot of squatting today. So I'm very proud of you.